How does this Gerrit Cole coming to my Yankees impact the rest of Major League Baseball? Carlos Correa might be traded for Luis Castillo. David Price might go to San Diego. It's all coming up on TJ's podcast. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy TJ Pedro, and this is another rendition of TJ's podcast. Now, this one is a great episode as the Yankees have signed Gerrit Cole. If you didn't see my live reaction, go check it out. It's the last video I posted. I'll try and pin it at the end. But man, is this amazing. We've got Gerrit Cole, Luis Severino, James Paxton, Masahiro Tanaka, and when he comes back, Domingo Germán or Deivi Garcia, or if somehow he plays like God early on, J Happ. I mean, we've got depth now at the starting pitcher spot. And it's a spot where it was a struggle last season. But yeah, that's not the only thing we have to talk about. My Yankees, I already did my reaction to that. What I'm going to be talking about today is how this is going to affect Major League Baseball in general, and specifically the Los Angeles Angels, as they were in contention to sign him. They have Mike Trout, obviously, best player of all time in my opinion. Right now he needs help. He needs a lot of help. And you know, he's not receiving it right now with this front office. They really wanted to go out and make a splash this season. Go and sign Gerrit Cole, go and sign all these guys. It didn't happen. What's next for them? Are they going to go sign Rendon now? Who knows? But they did make a deal to get rid of Cozart's deal. They traded him and their first-round draft pick from last year to San Francisco for cash considerations. So, and a player to be named later. So they're trying right now to build up cap to get players to help Trout. Thing is that really a destination that people want to go to? Because yes, you have the best player of all time on your team. But when's the last time they've won anything? Last time they made the playoffs was like 6 years ago. So hopefully they can figure it out, maybe become contenders. But now for one of the biggest news of last night, other than the Cole news, the secondary news was the Astros are in talks to possibly trade Carlos Correa, as they have a lot of young guys they need to sign, and he's probably the riskiest guy for them to re-sign to a big deal, as he's had injury problems in the past. So they're going to look to shop him so far this offseason. And one trade that popped up that everyone is talking about is Carlos Correa for Luis Castillo. Probably one of the best situations for them if they can find a way to make that happen. You replace Cole with Castillo. Now you got Castillo, Verlander, and Greinke, but you do lose some pop in that lineup, as Correa would be gone. You wouldn't have a great shortstop. So all in all, I feel like that would be a great move for the Astros. I don't know if you're a Reds fan, how you would feel about that. I mean, he is a young guy, but do you guys really have the money to re-sign him? And secondly, will he be healthy throughout his deal? Because Castillo is a proven starter right now. He is a proven young stud in this league. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they just hold on to him. And if anything, they might just not re-sign him. I don't know if they'll find a deal that they can match up because they probably want a lot. Other teams might be hesitant to give them a lot because of those injury issues that could be forcing them to make this deal. So I don't see a deal happening, at least in this offseason. Maybe at the trade deadline, a team might be like, well, we need a shortstop right now. We got an injury at shortstop. We'll trade you like our top prospect or like a stud. Get Correa. We need some pop in our lineup. And maybe he can become that like trade deadline like top deal or something like that. But now let's talk about the David Price situation where the Red Sox and Padres have been in discussions about trading David Price to the San Diego Padres. Now, we don't have any other details about their discussions, but from a Padres perspective, just why? There's other players out there that can give you almost the same thing as Price, but at a way lower cost. Price is just too expensive at this point. The Red Sox made a terrible move with signing him, thinking that he'll beat our Yankees. I mean, we beat David Price almost every time we face him. So I don't know what they were thinking. But from a Padres perspective, it makes no sense. From the Red Sox perspective, if they'll take that contract, take it. Like, no matter, just go. Leave Price. Because if they trade Price, that might keep Mookie Betts in Boston. Because right now they might be willing to shop him. He's been the big name around. Like, will they trade him? So, but he's like he's a top 5 right fielder in baseball. So, you wouldn't want to get rid of that. He's very versatile. Doesn't get injured a lot. He's a very consistent bat. He won the MVP a couple years ago. So, we'll see. We'll wait and see about that. I really hope there's no deal with Price and they have to trade Mookie because, again, Yankee fan, I don't like to see the Red Sox win. But if I'm going to be fair in this, it would be a great move for the Red Sox to get rid of that contract from Price. You might have to eat another contract, but maybe you could get more production out of that contract than David Price. Nomar Mazara got traded to the White Sox. I don't have the trade in front of me right now, but Nomar Mazara, I think that adds a lot of depth to their lineup. The White Sox are actually building something really good over there right now with the Grandal signing with their young studs, Eloy Jimenez, Yoan Moncada. They have a pitcher. They have a pitcher, but I can't think of his name right now. But if they could sign like one or two more guys, and I have an opinion on who they should sign, I think they should sign Yasiel Puig because that would add that right field depth that they need. Jose Abreu's there, so he'll be more pop. Yasiel Puig would add pop to that lineup. He's a pretty consistent bat. Maybe get him on like a 2-year deal. Who knows? But with one or two more moves, this White Sox team can go from the bottom feeders of the MLB to contending for a playoff spot because of development of their players who they already signed in Grandal. So, again, just going to have to wait and see what they do there. But so far, they're making the right moves, and they're going to be an improved team coming into 2020. All right, guys, that is it for TJ's podcast. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. I do baseball content all the time. You do not want to miss it. So go subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Comment below what your favorite move, what your favorite move is this offseason, and what you predict where Anthony Rendon is going, where Yasiel Puig is going, where Marcelo Ozuna is going. All these top guys in the free agent market still, because there's still a lot of guys. A lot of the top name brands have already signed, but there's still a lot of great players in this market. So let me know down below what you guys think. Again, subscribe for more content. I'll leave the video of my live reaction on the screen, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.